Hi, Dave here from Seriously Connected, and I've got a very interesting question. Who is watching you? Do you know who's paying attention to your material? What you're pumping out onto LinkedIn, or your mail shots, or your job boards? Do you know who is actually looking at the information that you're sharing? The reality is, you probably haven't got a clue. And I find that really interesting because I'll tell you why. Google Analytics, pay-per-click, open rates, all those kind of things that you think are positive analytics to review don't tell you the one single thing, who that person is. Now I find that fascinating because how do you know whether that information is being shared with the right people or whether it's even hitting the right mark? It's amazing. This weekend, something absolutely amazing happened to me, and I urge you to consider the information and the regularity of which you're sending out things, because I was with a friend of mine this weekend and we've been sharing these videos on Seriously Connected, and we share via Pulse Post, the Independent Recruiter blog, Twitter, on my YouTube channel, wherever I can find a place that I can share this, that I hope I'm adding some value to you guys. But you know something? What I don't know is who is receiving that information, and not only who is receiving it, but who is sharing. What is the secondary level? I was with one of my friends this weekend and I was amazed how often, I was amazed at the fact he was telling me he'd been with the owners of his company, which are a great big organisation around the UK, and showing them some of the content on his mobile phone that we are delivering, because he found it of value, of interest, intrigue, and more importantly, he felt it could be beneficial to their business. Now, what I love the most about that is somebody, an advocate of what we're doing, is sharing the content that I'm preparing, that I'm sharing for somebody else to share. You have no idea who is distributing that information. So when you're thinking about your Pulse posts, your Instagram post, your email campaigns, your direct mail campaigns, or even when you're just ringing candidates or advertising jobs, you have no way of knowing who is going to either consume that information or share it with somebody who could actually make the biggest difference on your business. So why don't you do it more often? In the recruitment space particularly, we use the telephone, we do, and I'm a big fan of the telephone, but you're one-to-one. You cannot speak to any more than one person at any time on the telephone. But if you are sharing and broadcasting your information, you have a great big chance of spreading your net wide, building your authority, and more importantly, really connecting with somebody who could be a huge influence on the positivity and success of your business, your recruitment, your relationships, your referral campaign. So I urge you, consider how you distribute and the regularity that you distribute. Make yourself consistent and get your message out solidly. I am not doing it enough, because you know what I'm doing? I get the important things in the day done first, which sometimes can take all day. So get those things done first and get them out of the way and distribute, because distribution and connection are the things that are going to drive traffic to your business. We live in a world of inbound opportunities. LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, referral campaigns, all of those things are designed so that somebody rings you. We are broadcasting our information and broadcasting our message. So I urge you to think about the messages, be clear with the message, make sure it's got a strong call to action, i.e. a reason for those people to ring. Give them something. Everybody is in that space of what's in it for me. Give them a reason to ring. And I want to have my phone ringing off the hook with great contacts that have been referred to me or have seen the information that I'm sharing. So think about when you're doing it. Make that content worthwhile. Make it of value. And they talk about content is king. Well, do you know something? Content is only king if you distribute it consistently, concisely, and make sure you use the right channels. So my question to you is, what is the number one thing that you doing that will give you the biggest impact for inbound opportunities, i.e. candidates, inquiries, referrals? What is the number one thing that you're doing that is the most effective way to make that happen? Think about it. regular emails, pulse posts, engagements, referrals, or are you just picking up the telephone? The number one way to communicate is the telephone, but the number one way to broadcast is create content that's of value to people that will drive traffic to you. So your number one inbound opportunities, what are you doing? Let me know, drop me a like, drop me a share, subscribe to my channel, but I'd be really interested. Let me know how things are going. Give yourself the best chance. Make yourself the hunted. Don't always have to be the hunter. Let them come to you. So, good luck, get yourself ready, get yourself prepared, and get set for success. Cheers, guys.